Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 18, video number 1. So today we are going to be in our instruction book on pages 170 and 171. So last week we introduced new units of measurement. We introduced measuring with yardsticks, which is the same as 3 feet. And we also introduced meter sticks, which is measuring in centimeters. And that would be 3 centimeter rulers put together. This week, we are going to talk about measuring with different units. So we might be comparing units like inches and feet, centimeters, and meters, and we are going to practice comparing and seeing how they are the same and different. All right, so let's go ahead and start on page 170. It says, what happens when you measure the same object in both inches and feet? So it says Kim measures a piece of fabric. She says the length is 24 inches. I'm going to circle that. She says the length is 24 inches. Nadia measures the same piece, so that fabric doesn't change. Nadia measures the same piece of fabric. She says that the length is 2 feet. Kim's number and Nadia's number are different. Did the length of the fabric change? Look back at Nadia's. It says Nadia measured the same piece. So did the length change? No. And if you can't tell, Miss Mason's teaching from home today, so you are probably going to hear Pizza Guy and Little Cat chiming in with some answers. So it says the girls measured using different units. Kim measured in inches. The fabric has a length of 24 inches. Nadia measured in feet. The fabric has a length of 2 feet. So it says up here on page 171, it takes more of a smaller unit to measure an object, meaning it would take more inches to measure an object than feet. It says, think about the fabric on the previous page. It took 24 inches to measure the fabric, but it only took 2 feet to measure the fabric. Look at the ruler. Which unit is greater, 1 inch or 1 foot? So this is a ruler. Now remember, this ruler is not life size. But looking at the ruler, there are 12 inches. But if we measure the entire length of this ruler, 12 inches is the same as 1 foot. Say that with me. 12 inches is the same as 1 foot. Which unit is greater? Which unit is a bigger unit to measure with? Inches or a foot? Which unit is greater? 1 foot, right? So it would take fewer feet to measure longer objects than it would inches. We would need a lot more inches to measure longer objects than we would a foot. So an inch is shorter than a foot, so you need more inches than feet to measure the fabric. So let's look at number 1. It says Josie measured the length of her bed using both centimeters and meters. Did it take more meters or more centimeters to measure its length? So we learned that an inch is shorter than a foot. So does that mean a centimeter is going to be shorter or longer than a meter? Think about it. Is a centimeter, so let's say that this is a centimeter, and 30 centimeters makes a meter. Would it take more meters or centimeters to measure its length? Pause the video and write your answer, and we'll compare our answers. So it would take more centimeters because, I'm explaining why, because they are smaller units. So a meter is a bigger unit than a centimeter. So centimeters are smaller units. It would take more centimeters to measure the length of a bed than it would meters. All right, Smarties, that is it for video number 1 for lesson 18. Remember to keep that growth mindset. Good learners do hard things. And remember, when measuring, always be precise. Always be accurate with your measuring. All right, Smarties, tomorrow I will see you with another video lesson. Remember, keep on learning and keep on growing.